Hey, this is the MEXC recording showing the DelNorte launch starting in about 17 seconds. As you can see in the bottom right there where the cursor is right now, there's about 10 seconds left for the listing to go live. Now at that time, as soon as the listing does go live, you should be able to search for DTVC, and boom, right there you should see the DelNorte DTVC USDT trading pair. But instead what happens is you get a fake DEX listing. You'll see that MEXC, without any warning, represents the Solana fake DEX listing. Now, in my case, the screen was very slow. The responsiveness was very poor, and this might have been for a lot of other people too. Some people realize this more quickly, but as you can see right now, the screen is refreshing. And if you look very carefully, if you look at the top, not quite yet, because MEXC was having trouble finding the trading pair to begin with, so it's still showing like USDC, USDT. This is irrelevant. But shortly, you're going to see in the upper right, now that the official listing was supposed to have started, you're going to see I'm going to search for DTVC, and MEXC is going to officially redirect to a DEX and maintain the MEXC symbol and logo as if it's officially representing this fake listing. So you'll see that happening shortly. And this is just for the record. MEXC has caused DelNorte to incur at least $70,000 in damages. We lost all our liquidity due to this fuck up. When they did postpone the listing to another date, our meticulously planned, orchestrated buy-side effort with many traders set to come in was already screwed up, and it was not possible, not even close to remotely possible, to coordinate such an effort impromptu 24 hours later, 48 hours later at the new time. Now look at this. Notice how notice how we are redirecting. All we did is search for DTVC in this video, and notice how MEXC officially brings up a fake Solana listing for DTVC. There's no actual DelNorte DTVC token on MEXC as it should have been. The market maker was prepared. They claim the market maker was not prepared, that there was no depth, there was no order book, and therefore they didn't show our listing. Even if that's true, they have no excuse for redirecting without any warning message, just sending people to a fake listing. And again, the screen was very non-responsive, as you can see. MEXC, horrible exchange, horrible interface. We are requesting a free listing to make up for the damages for our actual utility token, DTV, when we're ready for it. And that's the least they can do. Short of that, we would like them to reimburse us our $70,000 in liquidity in USDT that was taken by sell-side pressure without any buy-side pressure to offset it. And that sell-side pressure came from airdrops. So there it is. There you can carefully look at the link above. You'll see mexc.com/dex/ if you look at the URL at the top of the screen, you'll see the fake listing. By the way, when MEXC postponed the listing, they made no apology, they made no offer of compensation. In fact, they indicated that it was DelNorte's request, that it was our request to postpone the listing, when the fact is MEXC screwed up. MEXC caused us over $70,000 in damages because when the new listing did come out, of course, nobody wanted to buy the token. We lost all our liquidity fairly immediately, which is $70,000 in USDT, and further, the damages to our reputation is priceless. It took us months to coordinate trading teams to buy at the precise time before the listing was screwed up by MEXC, so that by the time the postponement happened, we couldn't come close to getting the same coordinated buy effort. So immediately lost our liquidity from the airdrops. Yeah, so let's explain what this really means. It means when you go to a centralized exchange, typically you go there for the security, right? You see a symbol, and that symbol is unique on that exchange, right? Nowhere does any tier 1
accept a symbol if that symbol already exists, right? So what MEXC does, which is just ridiculous, it's contrary to any user interface expert flow, right? What they do is they silently will redirect to the DEX, even if there's a planned symbol with the same name. Now, let's say that they didn't also screw up by not providing our listing at all, which they did. By that was the biggest problem. They didn't provide the listing. Secondarily, there's another listing out there on a DEX with the same symbol, and so they just redirect to it. Now, let's say our listing did exist. Then you would see our listing, but there would be another symbol on the DEX that they would probably also show. So now you'd have a choice between two symbols with the same name. Really? Two projects with the same name, one being a complete scam that they don't check for. Not only the same name, but the same company name, right? So it's not just the symbol. It's not just the symbol, but it's the actual name associated with that, the label that they provide with the symbol, matches the project name on the SEX, on the centralized exchange. They don't care. They show them both as if it's one system. That's a major, major fuck up. So let's see what they're going to do to fix it. And now here's the postponement notice. Absolutely amazing. They just compound one problem on after another. And they think they can get away with it. Well, let's see if they can. Let's see how the world responds to this.